I got it from France.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The south of France. And I went there a few years ago with my mum. Got it from the market.
Well, I'm from the south of France, so
Yeah.
that's probably why I like it, because it's like my type of shit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thank you.
Ole 1 Red Nose Day football tournament. Get ready for an unforgettable day of football, community and charity. Eyes of Many CIC and Just Cool Radio proudly present the Ole 1 Red Nose Day football tournament, bringing together teams, talent and supporters to raise vital funds for the Red Nose Day and to launch the Good Ways Football League. Save the date, Saturday the 15th of March 2025. Location, First Down Recreation Ground, Ramsdale Road, Tooting, SW17 9BP. Live streamed by Just Cool Radio, because we do much more than just radio. This is more than just football. It's a chance to make a real difference in the lives of young athletes and future sports media professionals. With your support, we are building a platform for young people to develop their skills in football, broadcasting, sports journalism, and content creation. So how can you help? We need your support to make this event a success. All the money raised will go towards launching the Good Ways Football League, creating new opportunities for young players, buying professional sports and media equipment, funding training and workshops for youths in football and in media. Donate today through our Just Giving page. Organisations and partners and associations involved are the Good Ways Athletics, of course, the Deptford Lionesses, Storm Elite FC, Football Fridays Youth Club, Impact Ballers, Just Cool Radio, official media and live streaming partner, Eyes of Many CIC, event organisers and community partner. So come down and cheer for your team, enjoy the atmosphere and support a great cause. Stay connected too on www.justcoolradio.com, www.eyesofmanycommunity.com. JusCoolRadio@outlook.com is the way to contact us. Ole 1 Red Nose Day, football for a change. Eyes of Many CIC, Just Cool Radio, Good Ways Athletics, Deptford Lionesses, Storm Elite FC, Football Fridays Youth Club, Impact Ball Up. Big up. Be there or be there. Be there.
Just Cool Radio disturbing the silence. Everybody turn it up loud, loud, loud. Just Cool Radio, Madina.
Bring the hot girls come to party, cause we love see them move and shake them body, yo. Bring the hot girls come to party, just cool, them love it, love it. Hey yo, it's Alive and Living Scotch and Sean Paul letting you know, you don't know. Just Cool Radio, and that's how the dial set. Dirty.
Hey, what's up? This is your boy, Mr. Vegas, and you got it locked to Just Cool Radio. You know, say, yeah, how we play the bodies and the maddest and the best dancehall and reggae music and all type of music, soca, everything. I get it, yes, sir. Yeah, Mr. Vegas, Just Cool Radio. Turn it up loud. Na 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 na. Why you wanna leave me, baby?
Good old vibe, yes. Bring back the niceness on the corner. Yeah, me I see them on the big band quality representing, you know, for Just Cool Radio, you know. You don't know the things set, you know. But they are in that's the thing, you know. As me I say, I don't know any Anton, big up yourself in a quality, say that, you know. Just Cool Radio, big band radio station, whole UK, London. Big up, see?
Hi, my name's Aisha, but people call me Sammy. I'm 28 years old and a mother of 3 beautiful children. I live in Jamaica, and last year I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. Hodgkin's lymphoma is an uncommon cancer that develops in the lymphatic system. My illness has caused me to leave my current job as a trainee record management at a local school in my area. Chemotherapy treatment has caused my body to be unable to do what I love. My cannula was inserted wrongly by a trainee nurse, which has caused my hand to go black, and I'm slowly losing the use of my left hand. But even with my illness, I'm a very hard-working woman, and I still push myself every day. As you can see, I'm currently making a wreath. Being in a third world country, the cost of hospital treatment is really high, and I'm reaching out for help and support. It costs 13,000 Jamaican dollars to see a specialist who can advise me more on my illness. The cost of chemotherapy is 11,000 Jamaican dollars, and I have to pay this when the hospital cannot supply the treatment. This doesn't even include travel expenses. The cost from getting from St. Mary's to Kingston General Hospital is very expensive. I have set up a GoFundMe in need of help and support. Even just as little as £1 goes a long way. I have linked my GoFundMe in my bio. Thank you for listening.
Zena, new talk when me have around the place Zena. When you see your brother, you say, Wagwan Zena. I hold that on your antenna. Now the one and only Just Cool Radio. You don't know bass and das to the fullest. Run it.
Hey, it's your island diva Aisha Davis, and you're in tune to Just Cool Radio, disturbing the silence, catching the eye of many. It was only in my head, me and you in our bed was just an illusion.
Just Cool. Saying Just Cool.
Business, community project or product to the next level. Want to reach a dynamic and engaged audience? Look no further than JusCoolRadio.com. At Just Cool Radio, we offer the perfect platform to showcase your brand. Our diverse programming and loyal listeners are the ideal match for your advertising needs. Whether you're a local business, an emerging entrepreneur, we've got you covered. Want to add some star power to your event? Book Just Cool Radio talent to bring excitement and professionalism to your next big occasion. Our talented hosts and DJs will keep your audience entertained and engaged. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Visit JusCoolRadio.com today to learn more about our affordable advertising packages and booking options. Just Cool Radio, disturbing the silence, catching the eyes of many.
If you don't know, now you know. Go and tune in to Just Cool Radio.
Hi everybody, welcome for another fun afternoon. This day I'm going to challenge you with a question. So can you name me one thing that is free? Think about it, you've got plenty of time. We're going to stay for 2 hours, so think about it. I will pop the question again. Name one thing that is free, or you think it's free. Remember, you can call and disturb my silence on 0044 4315654. It's +44 786 4315654. Remember, you can also contact us on londonheartsmatters@gmail.com. Still having some technical problem with the WhatsApp group, so please bear with me. So this evening we're going to approach obviously what matters, and one thing I've decided to do is I'm going to split the atom and guide you through what matters or matter has to do with breath. We're going to go through the physiological side of things, and we're going to run through the spiritual and how the breath runs through and is seen through the Torah, the Bible, the Quran, Buddha, and we're going to go through some breathing techniques and how it impacts our body. So whatever your belief, please stay tuned. You might find some very interesting facts to share back with your friends or making new ones. After all, we all matter. So before we begin, I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath and close your eyes. I want you to feel the breath entering your nostrils and feel your belly and your chest expand. Inhale as deep as you can hold for a couple of seconds maybe, and then release through pursed mouth. And let out all the frustration of the day. So we're going to do it again. Inhale all the goodness, the peace, the joy, the love, the health and the wealth. Hold it. Hold that thought. And exhale and release all your frustration. A very good practice to do is you count to 3 and inhale. you hold for 3 and you exhale for 6. So I will ask you, please, as we go through this episode, to try to practice your breath and be aware where is your breath inside your body as you inhale it and you exhale it. What's happening? So anyhow, last week we discussed matter. So just a quick brief on what we discussed, that matter is physical substance in the universe encompassing everything that has mass and occupies space. So in scientific terms, matter includes all tangible objects from planet to subatomic particle that forms the foundation of our existence and interaction with the world. So let's be grateful. We just took another breath for 3. So why is it so important to breathe? Scientifically, breath is the primary and vital for life, which means you oxygenating your body, which is essential for the cellular respiration and energy production. It plays a crucial role in maintaining the body's homeostasis and support the functioning of the vital organs. Our lungs are a pump that generates the oxygen needed to run the body, removing the carbon dioxide and causing oxygen to enter the bloodstream. What an amazing tool, isn't it? So let's just breathe. So breathing or respiration is the process of taking in oxygen and expelling carbon dioxide. Oxygen is essential for cellular respiration, the process by which our cells convert the food into oxygen. Wow. So our respiratory system plays a crucial role in maintaining the body's internal balance. This includes regulating our blood pH and ensuring adequate oxygen levels. The lungs are the primary organs of the respiratory system, responsible for gas exchange. Oh, gas. That's another matter. When you breathe in, oxygen from the air enters your lungs and diffuses into the bloodstream. Wow. Let's take another deep breath and let me let go of my carbon dioxide, which is a waste product of our cellular respiration, which moves from the blood into the lung and is exhaled out. So the role of our system, respiratory system, not only facilitate gas exchange, but also help to bring the air to the proper body temperature and humidity. Did you realize your breath could do all those amazing things? And wait, it also protects your body from harmful substances through mechanisms like coughing or sneezing. And then it supports the sense of smell. How amazing. So, how does our lung work? So as I explained, the air enters the lung through the nose or the mouth. However, it's always better, I recommend, to breathe through the nose because you've got little hair that will filter the air. And it will travel through the airways to the alveoli. It's the tiny hair sac that obviously you'll need a microscope to actually see inside of your nostril. Oxygen from the air in the alveoli diffuses into the surrounding capillaries where the red blood cell picked it up using a protein called the hemoglobin. So the carbon dioxide rich blood returns to the lung where it is released. Carbon dioxide and picks up more oxygen, completing the cycle. So all that happens once you take a breath. And we don't even realize, and I don't know, it should matter how complicated our body is functioning, and we don't even realize we need that breath on a daily. To go further and to summarize, our lung converts the air we breathe, the gas in the air, converts it and make energy, and then expel the carbon dioxide, which is the toxins, out of our body. So what amazing tool is the lungs? So let's go from more biblical perspective and from the Torah. So what is the breath? The breath has been a divine gift from God, which symbolizes life itself. We can see that in Genesis 2 verse 7. Then the Lord God formed the man of dust from the ground and breathed into his nostril the breath of life. And the man became a living being. So God breathed life into Adam, making him a living, giving him that breath, which is sacred and a living giving force, which is the essential element of our human existence, the breath. So the Lord formed us out of the clay, of the ground, which is matter again. So out of matter, he blew into Adam's nostril the breath of life, so man became a living being. So in the first creation story, we hear about speaking creation into being, and God said, and there it was. But here are some God forming, there's something really that should matter, is that God has been created us of clay, out of matter. So we must matter to some extent, because we have seen what matter is, and matter has different states, 7 exactly, solid, liquid, gas, which is quite funny. Our own body converts the air, which is a matter, which is one of the 7 states, into our body to convert our food into our bloodstream to make our body run. So everything matters around us, does it not? So we're going to move on to the breath of life from the Hebrew side, which signify not just a physical breathing, it represents the infusion of life, the spirit, the soul into humanity, marking the beginning of human existence. This act of breathing life into Adam is a powerful depiction of God's creative power and the origin of human life, which distinguish humans from other creatures. Some interpretation connects the breath of life to the Holy Spirit, suggesting that God's Spirit is the source of spiritual life and renewal. The concept of breath as a symbol of life is also found in other biblical passages such as Ezekiel 37, 5 and 6. And I will just summarize it. I will make breath enter and you will come to life. That's what Ezekiel was actually talking to, bones that will come back to life. Anyhow, in the New Testament, Jesus is seen as a life-giving spirit, and we can see that in 1 Corinthians 15 verse 45, echoing the idea of God breathing life into humanity. He is the spring of water that whoever drinks will never thirst. And Christ has used a lot of parables, such as, the salt and all those things that matter that has different meanings. So the salt can cure, preserve, heal, cleanse, but it also can damage and burn and can lose its taste if it's not preserved right. So a lot of food for thoughts, I would say, on the matter. However, if we come back to prayer now and how to incorporate prayer and breathing, when life is swirling around you and it's feeling a little bit out of control, and you don't know how to deal with some of the daily challenge, I found a practice that was introduced to me while in a mentoring class called the breath prayer. So this technique has helped me effectively recenter myself and get the lasting moment of rest I need through the day. So engaging in that practice of a breath prayer is an opportunity to exchange my stress and my worry for the peace of God. While it is thought to be more of a full body meditation of breathing and relaxing the area of your body we are holding stress, I find myself using breath prayer all the time without dedicating a place or time for quiet. Engaging in an intimate communion with God is effective anywhere. And God ministers to us in exchange for the moment we turn our thoughts to Him. Even if we are keeping, a watchful eye on our environment, our children, or what's happening around us, we can practice that breath prayer. So the solid science behind taking time for the practice of breath prayer, it will increase your brain activity as our sympathetic nervous system is engaged, and we will feel, less nervous or anxious or stressed if we can calm that through an inflow of oxygen and focusing our thoughts on positive stuff. So literally our body typically responds where the sympathetic nervous system is engaged in increased heart rate, respiratory rate, sweating, for example, interruption of our digestive system and more. Intentionally working against this negative response by engaging the parasympathetic nervous system is the science behind breath prayer. The parasympathetic nervous system promotes the maintenance of the body at rest. Controlled breathing paired with scriptures is what helps our body engage the parasympathetic nervous system and reconnect us with God. Rest and continue to press on with the strength and provision. Spend some time building your breath prayer and memorize short scripture verse that speaks to you in your time of need. Your scripture can be from any beliefs or any book that you read. So I just decided to use the Bible because this is what I've been introduced to. So you will practice the breath prayer typically in two parts. You inhale and you exhale. To make it practical, I've decided to use Matthew 6 verse 8, which says, and inhale, Father, exhale what I need. I also use Joshua 1 verse 9. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord my God is always with me. So you inhale on do not be afraid. Exhale, do not be discouraged. Inhale, for the Lord my God, exhale, is with me always. I also use Psalm 36 verse 10. Inhale, be still, and know I am God. Once you have chosen your breath prayer scripture, inhale, exhale very slowly as you recite the words of the scripture that you favor the most. I like to take promises, like, Father, you know what I need, or do not be afraid, especially in time where you struggle. So meditate on the words of the scripture as you breathe. Repeat several times over and over, calming your body and mind more and more with each deep breath, and make it intentional. So, in a small matter of time, you have intentionally and effectively calmed your heart, mind, and body. So please try to practice this as much as you can. And let me know in the comments if it works for you or if it doesn't work for you. But that's my advice to all of you. Just let go and let God and just breathe it out. So from a Quranic view now, the Quran acknowledges breath as a miracle gift from Allah. essentially for sustaining life. It emphasizes the importance of gratitude for the divine endowment and recognizes breath as a symbol of Allah's mercy and power. Breathing is one of the most essential acts we perform, yet it often goes unnoticed. It is a constant reminder of Allah's mercy and the delicate balance of life that He sustains. Every inhale and exhale is a sign of His creation, a rhythm of life gifted to us without conscious effort. Reflecting on this simple yet profound act can deepen our connection with Allah and remind us of our reliance on Him. The Quran does not directly mention the physiological process of breathing, but it draws attention to the breath as a sign of Allah's creation. When Allah created Adam, He said, "So when I have fashioned him and breathed into him of my spirit, then fall down to him in prostration." It's from the Quran 15:29. This verse highlights the divine nature of the breath, symbolizing the essence of life granted by Allah Himself. It is a reminder of the sacred trust we hold in our physical and spiritual selves. The Prophet Muhammad, rest in peace, may he rest in peace, emphasizes remembrance of Allah as a way to nourish the soul. We can be beautifully linked to the rhythm of breathing. So, the Prophet also has taught us to slow down and center ourselves. So, the number of times we experience mindfulness of breathing, it's important, and being grateful. Gratefulness is the most key factor in growing. So, the strong person is not the one who overcomes others by his strength, but the one who controls himself while in anger. And then this is from the Sahih al-Bukhari 6114. So it's deep mindful breathing during moments of stress or anger can help us regain control and act in accordance with the Sunnah. Obviously, this is from the Quran again perspective. It is a form of mujadaha, striving to maintain patience and composure, aligning our action with taqwa. So, gratitude with each breath is important. Allah is pleased with His servant who praise Him when he eats and praise Him when he drinks. And this is from the Sahih Muslim 2734. With each breath, we can cultivate gratitude, recognizing it as a substance, just like food and water. Breathing is also a tool for mindfulness, grounding us in the present moment with humility and focus. Reflecting on each breath remind us of Allah's infinite mercy and fragility of life, as stated in the Quran. And it is He who takes your souls by night and know what you have committed by day. Quran 6:60. Our breath is a companion that will eventually leave us when the soul departs, reminding us to use our time wisely in worship and good deed. So I would recommend to start your day with mindful breathing. So you can begin the Fajr prayer with deep breath, focusing on the word of Surah Al-Fatiha and the meaning. Practice deep breathing. Inhale while thinking of Allah's mercy and exhale with gratitude. Use breathing to calm anger. When feeling overwhelmed, pause. Take a deep breath. Breathing is a miracle that connects the body, mind, and the soul. Through mindful breathing and the guidance that we get from awe-inspired scripture, we can transform a simple act into an act of worship, gratitude, and reflection. Each breath is a silent testimony of God's mercy and a reminder of our purpose to worship Him and seek the Almighty's pleasure. May we always breathe with intuition, gratitude, and remembrance of the Almighty. So, from a Buddhist perspective now, Buddha highlight the importance of mindful breathing in meditation practice, seeing it as a path to achieving inner peace and enlightenment. Breathing is recognized as a tool for mindfulness and spiritual awakening, connecting the mind and the body. Not surprisingly, Buddha is regarded as a master meditation teacher. He offered much more than meditation for fully awakened life: ethics, value, knowledge, understanding, fulfilling views, depths of wisdom on matters of the heart, minds, and consciousness. He taught the conditions for suffering and the condition to end suffering. A sociologist, a radical reformer, environmentalist, and he was so much more. Buddha gave specific teaching on skillful communication, right livelihood, and a comprehensive psychology. He endorsed the importance of community, dissolution of egotism, addressed social issues, and encouraged a lifelong inquiry into social, religious, political issues, and more. His teaching pointed the way of waking up rather than sleepwalking through life, such as Christ and all the other prophets. He once commented that meditation on mindfulness of breathing borrow the most benefit of the vast range of meditation practice. So I'm going to run through 15 benefits of mindfulness of breathing. 1, a contribution of freeing up the whole being of the process of liberation and awakening. You will release all the tension in your body by breathing and taking the time to breathe. It brings harmony to the body and the mind. It calms the mind and reduces stress, contributes to revealing changes in perception and experience of life. It will help develop a sense of well-being, develops the capacity to witness change. Each breath comes, stays, and passes, as everything else. Breathing or be aware of your breath develops the power of concentration, directs oxygen to the cell in the body from head to toe, enables a depth within to reveal happiness, joy, peace of mind, and clarity. It also enables the capacity to handle sickness and physical pain. It interrupts unwanted and obsessive thinking. Keeps on focused in a challenging situation. It will keep you focused in a challenging situation. Mindfulness of breathing releases insights, inspiration, and refresh energy. It also releases dark corners of the mind, requiring attention and sharing with the wise. Mindfulness of breathing is not a standalone practice. Buddha's teaching endorse a comprehensive exploration of every area of life, with mindfulness of breathing as a feature of exploration. To use two common metaphor, mindfulness of breathing is not a single medicine for all ailments. It is not one size fits all approach. You might wonder how much practice you need to realize through experience to really experience the benefit. It's actually quite simple. As much as you can in a different environment, you don't have to use anything else than the willpower. And keep making strong determinations to practice. You practice with care, respect, and interest in the experience of breathing. We face our bare existence when we meditate on the breath. Think about it right now. Where does your breath sit? Is it in your belly when you breathe and you inhale? Does it go to your chest? Does it go to your belly? Is it a fast breath you have, or is it a slow one? The number of times we experience mindfulness of breathing refers to a tiny number of breaths we take. For example, let's say we take 10 breaths in a minute. This is 600 breaths in an hour. That is 15,000 breaths in a day. That is around 105,000 breaths in a week. That means around 5.5 million breaths a year. Whew, that's a lot. Buddha did not specify the tip of the nose for the meditation nor the abdomen. He emphasized the full breath experience in the body known as the condition of the breath, such as long or short. If you remember at the beginning of the show, I did say to you, inhale for 3, hold for 3, and exhale for 6. That's one of my personal breathing technique that I adopt to calm my nervous system. So the entrance to the nose reveals a small location in the body that has a potential to place stress. It may not always be easy to witness the impact of your breath, if any, on the rise of the floor of your abdomen. Sometimes it's easier to lay down and to be more aware of your breath, or put your hands around your rib cage, lower rib cage, to really feel your breath. We can practice mindfulness of breathing sitting, standing, walking, or reclining. So primary principle consists of using the nose for breathing and the mouth to eat. As I mentioned earlier today, we have little hair inside of our nose, which will filter the air we breathe in and stop all the dirt going into our system. Whereas with the mouth, we don't have that protection and barrier. This is why the mouth is more to eat and the nose is more to breathe. So you would inhale through the nose. We develop mindfulness of breathing with mouth closed. When jogging, for example, or swimming, weightlifting. And it's very practical, and we will see that a bit later when I'm going to approach the practices of yoga and Pilates. How the breath is very important, even in weightlifting. If you want to build muscle, you can use your breath, which will take you there quicker. You can use you can see from the list of benefits why Buddha psychology employs mindfulness of breathing as one of its features, along with practices, reflection, inquiring with another, and meditations to resolve any suffering in the mind. You can benefit from mindfulness of breathing for 2 minutes and benefit as well as 20 minutes or an hour. Key is regularly on a daily practice to focus on some of the 15,000 inhalation and exhalation per day that you have. I'm sure we can start like practicing a bit more mindfulness on our breath. If you slow down your breath, and please send me your comments as you will practice, let me know how you feel. Do you feel more calm, more at peace? I'm looking forward to hear your comments. So we do benefit, from being calm in our breath. I can actually show you by how I breathe. I can make myself going through the motion. If I'm angry, for example, my breath will be more rapid, like we all have experienced that. Or when we are anxious, we start sweating, and just by breathing, those simple things can actually recenter yourself and help you to manage your stress. So if you manage to control your breathing, it can regulate and reduce your stress and promote your mental clarity. It helps you, especially in situation of, that we face on a daily. Somebody pushes you, or somebody cut you off, or, bumped you over. You don't have to get upset. You just have to breathe it through, and it happens. So breathing is key to switch our mindset. And instead of, getting worked up, you will see through your breath. Please pay a little attention to your breathing, whether it's anxiety, whether it's something you're uncomfortable with. Please notice more your breath, because your breath will actually tell you your state more than sometimes your feelings. That can be a bit more disturbing. Whereas your breath can regulate your body, can regulate your blood pressure, your pH. That means your breath, if it's not taken properly, can affect your overall well-being. The air you breathe as well is quite important. It is important to go in parks and, even close to water, or even under the shower. The air is fresher and cleaner, and you might feel the need of that relaxation moment. So I want to introduce to you 2 practices as well, which is the mind-body and mind-body connection through the breath. You probably don't know me yet, but I'm also a Pilates instructor, so I praise Pilates a lot. However, I just wanted to run through the differences in between yoga and Pilates, because I found that yoga is more focused on the breath, which is called the pranayama, with movements which promotes balance, but also the mental tranquility. So you're going to stretch yourself in funny position and then breathe, which can be very uncomfortable and make you realize that you have a lot of tension in your body, and you might not reach always all the position like the cobra or the tree, or for those that practices yoga, which I know quite a few of my usual listeners are, I congratulate you. And if you want to drop a couple of comments for other people as well to share how this practice has changed how you see things and how you breathe, please. I started yoga a long time ago because I discovered that would help me to breathe when I was in an uncomfortable position. And this is a bit life, isn't it? Sometimes you are in a situation where you're really uncomfortable, and even though it's not physically, you're not, bending your body in all shape and size, and but you're shaping your emotion, and that's stressing your breath and your whole overall body. So practicing yoga really teaches you to breathe in those moments and relax when it's uncomfortable. And the more you hold it, the more it releases stress somehow. So I would, encourage you to try taster sessions. Summer is pointing out, spring, I should say, is pointing out. We're nearly in April. So, look for practices. I'm sure there's plenty around London. So please, have a go. Have a go and test your breathing in uncomfortable situation, where you put your body in an uncomfortable situation. I like to relate how we feel, or what we make our body go through, and how we think spiritually, where we are spiritually or where we are mentally. It's very important to link the two. Because if life and breath matters, and we don't even notice we're breathing, we don't even realize we have 5.5 million breaths a year, which I'm sure it could be more or less for some of us. Have you ever counted how many breaths do you take in a day? Did you realize that's one of the free things that we get still? Breathing is free. So anyhow, if you have any other free things that we still get today, please jump it on any of the chats. As usual, I'm not accustomed yet to all the chats, so I can't see you all, but I know you're there and I appreciate. And I want to know how you feel about breathing. Have you ever thought about your breath? Does it matter to you that your breath can change how you feel, how you are physically? That your breath converts the food into energy and redistribute that energy to all your organs? Then the oxygen will go through the bloodstream, then through the heart, because the heart matters too. However, the lungs is the pump. It's actually pumping the energy. It's a proper machine in there. What do you think? Have you ever thought of your body like a factory? Anybody? I think my body's a machine. It's a super machine. Might be the only one. Anyhow, to come back, yoga uses breath to enhance our physical posture and deepens our meditation. So one thing I really like in yoga is at the end of it, you're going to lay down on your back and you're going to take that very relaxed position and you're going to close your eyes. And one funny thing I've noticed is because you are so tired, but not tired in the same way as you would be after a long day of work. You are tired of having put your body in a difficult position to breathe. And that you're so happy when you relax on your back and then they start playing that music or the sound bath, or it depends. Each instructors are different, and then they take you through a little journey and they will say, close your eyes, feel your breath, inhale, exhale. Exhale and let go of all your tension. Inhale again. Be aware of your breath. And then I like certain meditation because it will say to you, tense all your body, all your muscles, send them love. And then let go, and then relax, and enjoy the moment and just breathe. And now imagine you're on your favorite beach, walking along, and you can hear the waves going back and forth. As they come, you can feel the love, the joy, the peace. And as they go, you also let go of everything that's bothering you. And you breathe and you enjoy that moment. You can even feel the sun on your face, shining and warming up your face. Our imagination can take us places through the breath. This is why, whether it's through the Torah, the Bible, the Quran, Buddha, mindfulness, gratitude for the breath of life. Where would we be without the breath? So moving on to Pilates. So Pilates is actually reconnecting your body, your mind, and your muscles together. So it's like through breathing and controlling your body. You have to focus on the breath so you can enhance your core stability and your overall physical health. You will tone your body. You will discover muscles that you probably never used before. There are so many different muscles and they're all interconnected to each other. They all work as one. So it's amazing when you start Pilates because we do proper breathing technique. We make you aware of your pelvic floor and how it moves and how through the breath you can hold your spine down on the floor, especially if you're laying down on the mat. You always have a natural gap, but through the breath you can actually fill that gap and strengthen your abs. I just had a new one-to-one because I do one-to-one and I offer free postural assessment, by the way, because your posture will change your breath. It will be more restricted because your rib cage would be either too far above your pelvic or too forward or too backwards, I should say. So it's very important to make sure that your rib cage is on top of your pelvic floor. Because that will change your breathing. I have another friend of mine, he's been suffering from problems with his lung, and because of that discomfort, he would always lean forward when he should be chest out, shoulder back. And since he has changed his posture, because I made him aware of it, he's actually coughing less and having less problem breathing. So I would highly recommend to you to just check yourself out in the mirror. Stand up if you're not far from a mirror and just check your alignment. Walk towards the mirror, let yourself a bit loose and see where you're at. Are you in one straight line? Because that will make your breath completely different. And that's what Pilates is there to control your movement and improve the effectiveness of your exercise. So let's say now you're going to do weightlifting, you're going to think of your abs and engaging your abs and your breath before lifting the weights. So it's really thinking through so you won't have to lift 10 hours a week. An hour or two will be enough twice a week. but it's repetitive, slow exercise through the breath. So, well, if anybody wants a free assessment, by the way, please email us on londonheartsmatters@gmail.com or follow us on our Instagrams. You've got Leaf Life London, you've got bridging_gaps_together, you've got JusCoolRadio. Just reach out for your free assessment. We can have it online, we don't have to have it physical, so don't worry about that. And it's a free assessment. I'm happy to show you that it matters, to matter and matter. You know, your breath is matter, because you transforming the gas in the air, and you're actually creating something with the air you're breathing in. So it's a matter that should not be ignored. Knowing that that breath can actually allow you to be free of tension. That's one sentence I love when I exercise with my patients, is always tell them, tension free, guys. If you feel tension, you're not exercising the right muscle. And it's quite funny. We had that discussion with one of my very good friends the other day, trauma to growth. And it's something it's so violent to me. And I said to him, no, it's challenges to growth. I like to be challenged. I don't like to go through trauma. It helps you grow only if you breathe it through and you think it through, and you go through that gratitude, mindfulness, and you go through the process, isn't it? Otherwise, yeah, for me it's just another challenge because I can breathe it through. It's another way of putting myself in a situation I'm uncomfortable, yoga, and breathe it through. And then once the event is over, I actually feel relieved because I've been through it. So it's very interesting what the breath, or where I should say the breath can take you. It's quite amazing because you can't see the air you breathe in. Yet it converts into something that's going to be energy for the rest of your organs to function and ensure that your digestion is running, your bloodstream is going and filtering what it needs to filter, and for the carbon dioxide to come back through the bloodstream to be expelled through your lungs. Wow. All that is happening while you are doing what you're doing right now. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought of your, respiratory system or your sympathetic nerve? Your parasympathetic nervous system, we'll go through it on one of the other talk show because that affects most of us. And it sounds complicated, but it's not. And I just want to summarize it by asking you a question, which will be an opener for probably the third or the fourth episode, which will be on the nervous system. I'll come back to that a bit later. I don't want to give too much because next week it's all about the brain. We all gonna talk about the brain. Does it matter? Well, we'll come back to it in a moment. To conclude with Pilates, you really can make a massive difference to your body by picking up a class, going on YouTube. Check it out. You can do simple exercise. I love doing my exercises in bed. Sounds what it sounds like. It's very effective, and I'll be happy to show you how to strengthen your abs while relaxing in bed. It's all those little exercises that we do in Pilates, regardless of the teacher, but you can apply and take all that into your bed. How beautiful is that? I want to encourage you. Yeah, the awareness of breath is so important to be aware of. I was going to say what you breathe, but it's quite hard, isn't it? The air is completely different if you walk in the street where there's lots of cars, because there's the fumes of the cars. And then if you walk in a park, I'm sure you smell the difference. Or if you haven't smelled the difference, please do me that favor. Try to go and smell what different corner of like the air you breathe smells like. It's something that I never really considered until I moved to the UK, especially when I take the tube. I've always noticed I need to clean, my nose when I come home, and it's not always pretty what comes out of there. And I wonder why I was breathing. Knowing that my lungs filters everything and it will remove everything that's not so good for my body, I'm quite happy. However, I think the level of pollution in the air has reached something that we can't really know of, because we always talk about the carbon footprint, but we don't talk about the air we breathe, how bad it is. Or is it? I can tell you every time I go in a park, I can smell the difference. I come from the countryside, so for me, being outdoors is like a breath of fresh air. So I don't know. Make the experiment and let me know, please. Send your comments. It's always welcome. I want to hear what you have to say as well. So please, feel free to share, come on air. Again, I want to repeat the number, just in case you want to call or send us a message. So you can email us at londonheartsmatters@gmail.com, or you can contact us on +44 786 4315654. So I want you really to do that little connection, or that massive connection actually, connecting your mind and your body so they can work together. Your body will react. Your body will sneeze. What does that mean? Your body will cough. Your lungs will force you to cough. What does that mean? Have you connected the mind-body relationship? Is your body trying to tell you something? Have you noticed when you take deeper breath and you release slowly the air, you might feel some tension at some places and you might be uncomfortable? Is it when you breathe, your heartbeat increases, slow down? I've noticed personally that everything calms down and it facilitates my state of presence, that present moment that I am inside my body right now and I'm talking to you and I'm connecting everything together, and it matters. It matters to breathe right, because then I can talk right. I have a tendency to talk a lot and very quickly. And I'm tempering myself through my breath. Otherwise, I will be chit-chatting like there's no tomorrow. And maybe most of you will barely understand me as well. So I'm grateful for all those little techniques. I want to take you back to a few techniques, because I thought it was quite empowering to be able to breathe through your favorite verse, especially when you're afraid or you are worried that something's not going to go your way. I I have, like everybody else, my my favorite verse or scriptures. Take a notepad, start writing down, your favorite saying that boosts you and make you smile, and use it to breathe it in and out. That's why I like the breathe in of joy, happiness, peace, love, money, health, wealth, and let go of everything you don't like. Anger, narcissism, selfishness, jealousy, not having enough, not feeling enough. You have to let go of all those things. So the breath really helps to feel that and make you feel in the present moment. You are enough. You are breathing. You matter. Your body loves you so much and does so much that giving gratitude, like the Quran was mentioning, it's very important to be grateful for the breath that we hold right now, that make us move, speak, convert the food into energy, make our organs all work together for our goods, for my good, for my body. What do I do about that? Does it matter the choices I make? Does it matter the choices I make when it comes down to food or to breathing? Do I breathe quickly? Have I ever noticed how I breathe? Does it matter? Should it? Without the breath, will not be alive. So breath is as important as water for our body. Water is something that is important as well as breath. What do you think we can hold longer? Going without water or going without air? I think we'll choke quicker without air. So it shows the importance of breathing, no? We fast a lot. All of us, no matter the religion you are, we all fast. So, question for you, do you fast from breathing? It's impossible, isn't it? So, why do we breathe so much? To calm our emotion. Why do we breathe so little to calm down? Why do we breathe so little before making a decision? Why are we not taught to breathe? I've always wondered. I don't know if it has improved in school. However, I've noticed when you're young and you're going through 9 to 21, your dopamine is high. So you're a bit hyper. I'm still a bit hyper to this day, but that's another conversation. It's chemicals. But during those years, you don't really think about breathing. You don't really think about eating properly. You don't even think about sleeping properly. You just hyped all the time. So, where's breathing in here? They don't even have time to breathe. Phone goes too fast. Everything is too fast. I don't have time to breathe or think about it. But it matters. It recenter and calms the nervous system, and this is scientifically proven, yet not promoted and not, sold in school. I guess it doesn't make money. If people breathed properly, I guess you will regulate your own nervous system. So through crisis, well, you'll turn to yourself, isn't it? Obviously, you always need somebody to talk to and help you process your thoughts, which is always better if it's somebody external of you, but your breath can calm you down to actually find that person. So yeah, I think if we were taught to breathe, we would think more of what matters in life. Would you agree? Some people just joined. For those that just joined, quickly, we're talking about breathing and the matter of breath. Does breathing matter? Have you ever thought of your breath? Have you ever thought where and what the breath can do for you? So the air that goes through your lung is filtered through your bloodstream and will be converted into energy. So, and obviously the bloodstream will send back all the carbon dioxide that's been cleansed through all the system or your system, and we will be expelled through your lungs, which is the physiological way of the breath. The spiritual side of the breath is obviously God has given us the breath of life. He created us out of matter, out of the clay or dust or the earth, and he breathed his breath of life onto us, which as much as I would like to emphasize again, without breath will be nothing. So surely breath is important, and we should be educated on what are the techniques to breathe. What can I use? And it's free. Breathing doesn't cost nothing. Sitting down in your chair right now, closing down your eyes, and just inhale and let go. My best moment to do that is right before I go to sleep. I take 3 deep breaths. That's all it takes for me to fall asleep. But really deep breaths. So I will inhale as much as I can until I feel something like cracking inside of me and I can't hold the air no more. And then I hold it for a few seconds and then I let it go like until there's no more air and I really feel out of breath and like I need more. And I do that 3 times and then I will pass out. That's literally regulating my system and let it know that, yep, we're shutting down right now. So I have a good connection with my body. I'm pretty proud of that. It has taken a lot of practice to be able to connect my mind, my body and my breath. And that's why now I'm, sharing my experience, but also my gratitude for understanding what my breath is. What amazing gift is my breath. As without my breath, I wouldn't be able to create the energy. I wouldn't be able to, expel all the toxins, because the carbon dioxide is actually toxins. That's that carbon footprint that everybody talks about, which is quite funny because the only thing that produces carbon is the trees when they breathe, and us. And obviously everything that we create, I guess, like cars, factories, gases. I guess, yeah, it's men, isn't it? The carbon footprint. Anyhow, coming back to breath. What breathing can do for you, nobody else can do. And it's quite funny because you are in control of your body. So right now, you can start breathing. You can, start finding out. I found some very interesting studies on how to expel anger, for example. So if you're angry, you're going to breathe in and go, shoo. And somehow it does really work. I was angry for a little while for lots of different reasons, but obviously personal reasons. And because I was starting having pain, obviously in my liver, because anger is stored in your liver. and your liver is at the right hand side, right close to your ribs, but in that gap in between your ribs. You know where it goes down. I wish I could show you. Anyway, I'm going to think of putting the camera one of these days. So, yeah, anger is stored in the liver if you don't expel it out. And the lack of breathing, because when you're angry, you tend to be more tense and not relaxed and not allowing the flow of air to go properly. Yeah, I was angry and I did that practice. And after probably 2-3 days, the pain was gone. I was feeling much better. And yeah, the breath... you have the willpower to control your breath. And this is the beauty of it, because the breath is free. Breathing doesn't cost you nothing, just to take time, really, to be aware of it in the present moment. So ideally, just breathe. So yeah, was for anger. And then you've got several other ones, like in yoga, you know, when you would do the and all the other letters, and to awaken your chakras. It's the same with the breath, apparently. There's lots of little noise that you can make, like shh. So, and it really releases the stress, and it will make you laugh. I guarantee will make you laugh too. Certain of my breath, like especially when I want to be a bit more active, I would say, or be like put myself in a cardio mode, I will start breathing faster, so it's pumping my heart a bit more, which is quite funny, because it gives you that little extra energy without obviously making you angry. So the breath can be very powerful. So I've tried it the other day. I was walking up the hill, and it's always difficult because it's really a straight up. So it was quite difficult, and I thought to myself, why am I not breathing? So as I started breathing, and at each exhalation I will contract my whole body. As I exhale out, I didn't realize I was already up the hill. And I was out of breath, which is quite funny. And it was a choice that I made. And that was as easy as that. Then for me to rush and arrive at the top of the hill and be completely out of breath. Whereas this time round, I decided to just focus on my breath before my walking. So I was really focused on inhaling, exhaling, contracting, walking up. Inhaling, contracting, exhaling, walking up. That's all I was thinking. And I wasn't thinking of time or where I'm going, if I'm going fast enough. No, it didn't matter. What mattered is to be tension-free inside my body while I was doing what I wanted to do. Walk up the hill. Which wasn't pleasant, but it is pleasant. Walking is very enjoyable, but up the hill it can be a bit tough and rough when you're tired and you have a big backpack on your back. But yeah, breathing made it easy. Easy. I promise you, please try it. And you let me know. As I said, send me comments. Let me know how you feel. Breathing. Slow down. Breathing slows you down and helps you process information quicker as well, believe it or not. Helps you see things clearly as well. Think about it. Life can be very stressful and stops us and make us close. You know, you will notice like your shoulder will shrug forward and you start closing your body. If you feel stressed, if you feel cold as well, you will tense your body, you will go in within yourself. But have you thought of breathing it through? and imagining you warm now? Have you tried the power of breath and imagination and mindfulness and gratitude and living in the present moment? We have so much imagination to make us believe negative stuff about ourselves. I sometimes can't understand why we can't use that same imagination to make us well. Let's just breathe. It really matters to me how you breathe. It's choice. It's a choice to allow your body to have the right amount of oxygen and allowing all the carbon dioxide to exit your body. Imagine if you don't breathe properly, what's the consequences? You have to think about it. All the toxins, i.e. the carbon dioxide, can't exit your body. Where do they go? Does it matter? Well, I would like to emphasize, yes, it does matter. That's why I'm approaching that topic tonight. Because if only we took the time to breathe, things wouldn't escalate and we wouldn't be angry with each other all the time. Because by breathing, you realize a lot. It allows you to take a step back. It allows you to connect with your body and what you're really feeling right now. Most of the time, we feel anxious, embarrassed, shamed, uncomfortable, shy. And our body will make us feel it by shaking, sweating, rapid breathing, increase of your heart rate. And all that can be controlled through your breath. It's because your mind has been telling your body you're doing something stressful right now. Have you thought about your imagination, how far it takes your body and your breath? And your body and your breath listens to you. That's why I keep on saying you have the free will. The only thing I can do is just show you from any angle, Jewish, Christian, Buddhism, mindfulness. I can show you any angle, but it's a free will choice you have to make for yourself. Can't force you. Can't force you to breathe and calm down. Can't force you to, breathe and think of your body function and how they can help you to fix what you think is not working. If your breath and your lungs and the air you breathe does so much while you don't even realize and don't even worry about it, why should it matter that now it matters? It's just because it's a key for you to be free, literally. Free of your negative self-talk, free of the negativity around you. There's one scripture I've always rings in my ear, which is taken from Matthew 6, chapter 6, verse around the 33 mark, which says that the birds do not worry about anything. And it's quite funny. We worry a lot about a lot of stuff, but we don't worry about our breath. Our lungs are going far beyond what, I don't know. I don't think you can convert right now your air or air around you into electricity, can you? Because if we could, we would definitely not pay electricity right now. But our lungs does that for free. Wow. Okay. How can I extract that and make my TV work? That's probably another episode. What's your thought? It's quite interesting to think about those simple things yet highly complicated. Electricity is free then. If I breathe air through my lungs convert it into electricity, send it in the bloodstream through the heart, and the oxygen through the heart, through the bloodstream, and then expels all the toxins through the bloodstream again. So that's reconvert it into gas out of my lungs again. While I do all that and talk. Wow. It's complicated, eh? It's highly complicated when you think about it, yet so simple. Our body is a machine. I keep on saying that to people and they laugh at me. I believe my body is a spaceship. You know, helps me travel. Travel from, wherever I need to be. So yeah, my spaceship, I breathe through it, give it fuel. I love my fuel. I love my food. So yeah, what a powerful machine we have, aren't we? And we don't even think about it. Does it matter? Of course it matters. It matters to me. Your body matters. My body matter. Because literally we've seen it over and over again. What is matter? Matter is what fills in the space. My space, my mind, my body, my mass is what fills my space. So it is a matter. My lungs are actually an organ that is materialized, and I can show you what it looks like and stuff. So it is there. But yet it uses air, which we can't see, we can't grab, we can't touch, but we feel it. And our lung converts that into making our overall body work. It's impressive. What do you think? Does it matter? Have you ever thought of how your body works for you? Works for your good? Do you work with your body? Do you listen to your body? That's probably my next question. That's why we are sponsored by Leaf Life London. Leaf Lifestyle, it's a lifestyle. Yeah, it's a way of connecting your body, your mind, the plants you eat, that heals you on a daily. So, yeah, it's about connecting all those things together. Your breath is everything. Guys, I want you really to go on that little journey of meditation for yourself. I really want you to start meditating on how all your organs inside of your body are working for your good. Do you contribute to the well-being of your body, of your matter, of your organs inside of you? Because they matter, You don't have to wait until a doctor or your family makes it a big matter because you're unwell and they don't know what's happening with you. But you can know. You live in your body. It's important to breathe because your breath will actually draw attention onto areas of your body where you have more tension. Focus on it. I'm going to give you that little exercise for tonight as you go in bed. Take a deep breath in, as deep as you can. filling your lungs, filling your chest, filling your belly. Feel your diaphragm, which is in between your belly and your chest. Fill everything up until you can't contain it no more. And then let it all out. Making as much noise, breathing, exhaling out. And repeat that 3 times. On the 3rd time, hold after inhaling. And as you hold, you will feel your heartbeat. And your heart will beat more likely where there is likely the most tension. Try that little exercise. You can even do it right now. And let me know in the comments how you're getting on in finding the tension inside your own body. Have you ever thought of that? Why do you need to ask anybody around you, or even doctors, what you're going through? You live inside your body. It's just, I don't think you realize the amazing function and the amazing team you have right there and there inside of your own body. That's why when people say to me, oh, I'm alone, I look at them, I'm like, you have a body. You must be somebody. I make jokes like that, but it's true. You're never alone. You have a body. Have you thought of that? That you inhabit matter. So the breath of life, I think, it goes deeper. And I didn't want to go too deep into it, and I touched slightly on it at one point or another by saying that the breath of life is like the Holy Spirit. It's like the wind. It's like the air we breathe. Where does it come from? Where does it start? Where does it go? Who knows where the wind is from? Oh, you might think, oh, here we go. That's too deep. It is deep. I always think of those deep stuff because I breathe that air and I need that air. So, guys, feel free again to share your comments. I want to hear what you think of your body. What do you think of your lungs? What do you think of all those amazing abilities? It's like we have a super machine. We're in control of a super machine that converts air. Converts air into electricity. I want to build a machine like that. So I don't have to pay electricity. Anybody wants to join building a machine based on the body and converting air into electricity, please be my guest. You can email us at London Hearts Matters, hearts with an S, matters with an S at gmail.com. If we have any engineer in the place, I would love to do that. If our lungs can make electricity, why are we paying for electricity? Oh, sorry. That's another matter, I guess, for maybe another time. So we can disturb the silence a bit further on certain matters. So, breathing helps us to achieve inner peace. What do you think of that? Have you ever thought that your breath could bring you inner peace? It's funny because I know I quote the Bible a lot at the moment. And again, I'm always inclusive, but it's just because I'm thinking of the fruit of the Spirit. So I always thought it was very interesting because it's the fruit in Galatians, the fruit of the Spirit. But then the list is long. And there's not one fruit. Peace, joy, long-suffering, patience, integrity. There's more. But it's the fruit of the Spirit. So now where is the Spirit? Where does the Spirit goes and live? And is it part of the breath and the wind situation here? It's a win-win situation. I like making jokes on words as well, by the way. So apologies if you can't follow me on that one. But yeah, the win-win. Do you win-win when you, I don't know, you breathe and you breathe in the Holy Spirit and you breathe the right way? Is that the equation for a healthy, balanced life? Don't know. I'm just challenging you guys. I found my balance, I guess. That's what I'm sharing. Your lungs. Giving you the energy to move. So, coming back to my friends that always say to me, oh, how do you have so much energy? I'm going to add the breathing into the mix. I strongly believe it really contributes. And again, I can only talk because I have experienced it for myself. And it has made a massive impact in my overall well-being and my balance, my thinking. Even when I'm upset now, I can make wise decisions. And they're not emotional driven decision, driven by anger, jealousy, or whatever, or feeling, I don't know, insecure, or it could be lots of different things. But when you breathe it through, for me, it's like, yeah, I'm recentering my emotion. It's not about me. It's not how I feel. It's nothing to do like that. And I can really focus on, not internalizing the matter and making it a problem or matter. As a matter of fact, I love matters. But it could be positive or negative, you see. A matter can be, used for different means. Same with the breath. I can breathe through your neck. There's some funny expression. But I like to really bring to your attention, the part that breathing plays into your overall being. Mentally, but primarily, it's a vital function. If you don't breathe, you don't live. So why do we pay so little attention to breathing? Can somebody explain to me why we are not taught to breathe? Why? Is it a secret? Because everybody seems to be doing it, but everybody does it differently. It's quite amazing because when you look at a baby, when a baby is born, his natural pattern of breath would be, remember it was in the womb, so in water, comes out, take his first breath without water, realize, okay, I have to breathe now. And the baby will naturally breathe through their nostril and release the air through their mouth. But as soon as you put the baby onto the mother, the baby will take the mother's pattern of breathing. And because the mother literally just gave birth, she is still in the nose breathing pattern to release. So the child will automatically take her pattern of breathing. So you really have to be aware of that if you're about to have a child, or if you are, or you have already a child. Re-educate your child to breathe. There are a lot of amazing resources, obviously online, to show you that this is not a new technique. It has been used for thousands of years. One of my favorite little technique about breathing is about the art of whispering. And it's part of the breathing process. So you can whisper, talk, and it's a very good exercise to calm your voice as well. I have a very good voice and I can project quite a lot. I don't really have a problem. And I've always been told in my life that I'm too loud. So I had to tone my speech and how the level of my speech, and I practice whispering and breath. And that really has helped me to control first the speed I speak into, and also the words I choose. Helps me also not to lose track of what I'm saying, because that happens to me quite a lot sometimes, because I get quite passionate about what I'm saying, and I just can go on and on and on and on and then forget where I started. And through breathing, I try to recenter myself all the time. So remember, you can use breathing to calm anything, even your excitement, not necessarily only your anger, because we can get passionate. I have that tendency to make a lot of emotional decision. So I would quickly say to you, yes, I'm going to come and help you, and have not thought through that I have other things to do, and that will require me to disappoint other people because now I committed to something else and I didn't think it through. And you create your life harder by not taking the time and breathe to take a decision. So I highly emphasis on that, guys. Breathing, relaxing, going through meditation, yoga, Pilates. Again, woohoo, I do free assessment if you wish. So please do not hesitate to contact us on londonheartsmatters@gmail.com. Apologies for the WhatsApp number advertised on the leaflet. I'm having some technical issues. It's been ongoing and I don't know how to resolve it yet, but I will get there. Might need to get a new phone, and that might be the issue, but I'm still not registered on the network somehow, even though my SIM is active. Anyhow, that's another matter for another time. So yeah, breathing. Please take the time. Take the time to acknowledge what your body is doing in the background for you. Take the time to be grateful for your body to work in one accord with you. Your mindfulness. Let's talk about a little bit about mindfulness. You see, knowing that your lungs are there and be mindful of the air you breathe, like I said, just once a week, just escape to nature and breathe. Breathe in all that goodness, that fresh air, pure air. You'll see it smells different. That will increase your sense of smell as well, because when you rediscover your breath, you're going to rediscover taste. You're going to see things differently. You're going to even say things differently. Things that used to upset you before won't upset you no more. Even the way you look at yourself will change just through the breathing. Because as you breathe right and you inhale, and as you exhale, you contract, you will rediscover parts of your body that you might have forgotten. You will rediscover alignment. You will rediscover balance. And my parents are quite elderly, and I found it sad that you only start worrying about your balance, your breathing, your oxygen in your bloodstream, when you're old. So now I'm trying to re-educate my parents to breathe. What a journey. It's like telling my parents, you don't eat 3 meals a day. You don't exercise. They don't understand. So same with the breathing or overeating, or it's all those things that we do without really thinking because we are used to it, but we don't really appreciate the reason why we are doing it. Like I said to my mom and my dad, my mom has a high blood pressure. High blood pressure can be controlled through breathing. You can feel when your heart is pumping more. And I know when you have a high blood pressure and you start breathing, it doesn't always help initially through the first few breaths. But it will. So you really have to take time to understand the body you live in, because it's unique to you. Let's start with that. However, the functionality of your body, my body, and everybody is the same matter. You have 2 lungs. We all breathe air that we convert through our bloodstream. Oxygen will go into our bloodstream and distribute it to the organs where it needs to go. And each and every one of those organs will send back through the bloodstream all the carbon dioxide and get rid of it while you breathe. So think about it. If there's a problem with your blood, is it not a lack of oxygen? And this is just logic. I'm not even a doctor or anything like that. By the way, I wanted to become a doctor, but just I thought I'd let you know, but it didn't work out nicely for me. I'm all about prevention, nothing else. I don't believe there's a cure. I believe there's knowledge, and knowledge is the cure. So I'm asking you to listen to your body, listen to your breath. Take some time out. You know, when you're stressed at your desk, or when your children makes you angry, just take a deep breath. Or even tell them, let me go breathe. I'll come and address that in a minute. So you don't show them anger. Because you might display anger of other matters that, you know, you didn't need to. So many things can grind my gear, like I always say. And yet, I don't take that with me where I go. It's the breathing. I breathe throughout. And I realise, that doesn't really matter. But it's the clarity of the breath, the clarity of the thoughts, the clarity of how you process the information and let it go. Same as your lungs will inhale the goodness in the air and exhale out all the carbon dioxide, we should do the same with our thoughts. Don't you think? It's so easy. Our lung does it, over 15,000 times a day. And we don't even realize it. It's an automatic process. Did you know you have a body clock? Your body has a clock. It will tell you when the machine's hungry, when the machine needs to clean. You can smell it. Your body has an amazing way of communicating with you. I thought cats are amazing because did you know that cats are the only animal that communicates with us? They will purr for your attention. They don't purr to each other. Watch them. You'll see. They purr to you and me. That's their way of communication. So your body will communicate to you through releases of gas, smells, BOs, ailment, backache, headache. But do you understand? Do you have the knowledge to understand what your body is trying to tell you? This is where breathing comes in. Breathing really helps you to focus and realize where your focus should be. Not what you feel like. Because that's all in, I don't know, in your mind. But your body is real. Your body is converting air, and it's like a, electricity-free house. You live in a free house, electricity-free. Yeah, your body's a spaceship. You run on free electricity. The only thing you have to put is food in. What type of food you put in your machine? Have you thought of that? Have you thought of treating your body like your car? And I'm talking to all the men out there, because I know how much care and attention you will put into your car. Do you put the same into your body? Just the appearance or the inside as well? Because look at what your lung is doing. Just your lung. We went quickly onto the heart matter last week. The heart is a coil, and it actually distributes the blood all around your organs, and also distribute oxygen and retrieve carbon dioxide. So it's quite interesting to see the body function, how the heart, which you would think is the heart of the body, it's actually not. Because without the air that we breathe and the breath that we hold, we wouldn't be able to convert into electricity and move and think. And so the more oxygen we give our body, the healthier our thoughts, our blood, what else? There's so many things. Like, the cleaner is your air as well, the more enlightened you become. So one of my nieces lives in the Alps, 2 Alps, and when you go there, because it's so high up in altitude, the oxygen is poorer. So each breath is different, is saturated. So imagine you're going to need more breath to get the same amount of oxygen, which is quite impressive, when you think about it, because I never considered it. I go there regularly, and it will take me probably a couple of hours to adjust, because I'm used to it by now. And breathing is part of me now, and I'm very aware of my breath. But yeah, it is, especially at night when you sleep in the Alps, the air is so dry that it makes it difficult to breathe, which is quite impressive when you think that the breath of life is what keeps you going, keeps you thinking, keeps your food inside your body converted into energy, and helps you and keep going. So, guys, think of your breath. Yeah? Think of that breath inside of your own body right now, because you have that free will to change how you breathe. You have that free will power to make a whole difference within your body, within your matter. You have a free will option to free yourself and be grateful for that breath of life that you never really considered. As I said, try to hold your breath and see how long you can stay without breathing. You'll realize it's next to impossible. Without air, you're nothing. So it tells you how much importance we should put on our breath. How mindfulness of the breath and where you hold your breath helps you to become wiser. Helps you to go at the depths of yourself and your thoughts. Because suddenly your heart pumping, your palms sweating, you'll know, oh, my body, oh, my mind. Am I stressed right now? So you can take a moment to breathe and set yourself aside to decipher what's going on with me right now, in order to make wiser decision. There's no time limit, to how long we breathe. There's no time limit. Only if you stop breathing, you have a time limit. So guys, really, I want you to really focus. And again, think about the breath, that body-mind connection. You live in your body. Yet, are you one with your body? Do you understand your lungs? Do they matter to you? Do they now? And again, please drop me a comment if you care about your lungs more than you did earlier today. Because life, what is life if it's breath? If the breath of life is like the Holy Spirit, it's a very wide topic. And as I said earlier, if the fruit of the Spirit are joy, peace, self-control, and it's the fruit, yet there are many. Through the breath, that breath of life that was freely given to us, that we still have today, and is one of the few things that are free. Like our lungs making free electricity inside of our body. I love thinking of that. I want the same unit in my house. Why can't I have it? My lungs are so powerful. My lungs are so amazing. I didn't tell you how it contributes to my speech yet. We'll get there eventually. How everything matters inside of your matter. So I hope another matter for today. I just realized the time, and again, thank you very much for listening. Thank you that you matter and I matter and we all matter. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. My name is Maggie, and I'm from Leaf Life London, Bridging Gaps Together, JusCoolRadio. I work also for Soteria London Network, and we have a Soteria in the pub on this 27th March coming. Please check it out. You can find us online. Check out Leaf Life for body, mind connection and healing through the body. And please email me for free postural assessment so I can check out your breathing and make a difference into your matter, into your body. And enjoy the rest of the week. Thank you for listening. Thank you for always, bringing yourself into the conversation. Once again, I'm going to ask you, please, to practice breathing this week. Please take the time to breathe. And please also send me comments. Send me how breathing has changed your week or your decision making so I can share on the next show. Again, thank you very much for listening. And please join back on next Wednesday, 6 to 8 with Maggie Hearts Matters. So thank you again. Hopefully by next week, I would have sorted my WhatsApp group on the mobile number provided on the leaflet. So please stay tuned with JusCoolRadio. Lala will be shortly on the show. So thank you again. Please, for our last little exercise, we're just going to take a deep inhalation. We will hold it and think of, while we inhale, please try to think of all those good things you are looking forward towards this week and all the good things you are looking forward in your life. Then hold that thought as long as you can, and then let go of all those blocks that are blocking you from going into your ideal future.
Ole 1 Red Nose Day football tournament. Get ready for an unforgettable day of football, community and charity.
Thank you guys. Have a lovely rest of the evening. Bye.
Ole 1 Red Nose Day football tournament. Get ready for an unforgettable day of football, community and charity. Eyes of Many CIC and Just Cool Radio proudly present the Ole 1 Red Nose Day football tournament, bringing together teams, talent and supporters to raise vital funds for the Red Nose Day and to launch the Good Ways Football League. Save the date, Saturday the 15th of March 2025. Location, First Down Recreation Ground, Ramsdale Road, Tooting, SW17 9BP. Live streamed by Just Cool Radio because we do much more than just radio. This is more than just football. It's a chance to make a real difference in the lives of young athletes and future sports media professionals. With your support, we are building a platform for young people to develop their skills in football, broadcasting, sports journalism, and content creation. So how can you help? We need your support to make this event a success. All the money raised will go towards launching the Good Ways Football League, creating new opportunities for young players, buying professional sports and media equipment, funding training and workshops for youths in football and in media. Donate today through our Just Giving page. Organisations and partners and associations involved are the Good Ways Athletics, of course, the Deptford Lionesses, Storm Elite FC, Football Fridays Youth Club, Impact Ballers, Just Cool Radio, official media and live streaming partner, Eyes of Many CIC, event organisers and community partner. So come down and cheer for your team, enjoy the atmosphere and support a great cause. Stay connected too on www.justcoolradio.com, www.eyesofmanycommunity.com. JusCoolRadio@outlook.com is the way to contact us. Ole 1 Red Nose Day, football for a change. Eyes of Many CIC, Just Cool Radio, Good Ways Athletics, Deptford Lionesses, Storm Elite FC, Football Fridays Youth Club, Impact Ball Up. Big up. Be there or be there. Be there. Yo, yo, yo. Where are we? Where are we?
Just Cool Radio disturbing the silence. Everybody turn it up loud, loud, loud. Just Cool Radio, Madina.
Bring the hot girls come to party, cause we love see them move and shake them body, yo. Bring the hot girls come to party, just cool, them love it, love